Did you get your purse back?
Yeah, I did, luckily. I'm so forgetful sometimes.
That's good. And the views from the London Eye look fantastic. Was it the first time you've been on it?
Yeah, it was great. Amazing views.
And it was definitely the first time Jazz has been on it. Actually, did you hear me talking to Stephen about the present perfect last time?
Yeah, I've always wanted to visit London. I've never seen anything like it, things like that.
Exactly. Talking about things in your life, like we just said, it's the first time you have been on the London Eye, because we're talking about the first time in your life. I heard some more examples of the present perfect this time. Watch this.
Do you know how many different types of transport we have been on today?
Well, we arrived on a plane, then took a train, then a taxi, and now we're on a boat on the River Thames.
Did you spot the present perfect, Ashley?
Was it what Jazz said we've been on?
Right. Watch this.
Do you know how many different types of transport we have been on today?
You know how many different types of transport we've been on today? Now, the interesting word here is today. Is Jazz talking about how many types of transport he's been on in his life?
No, just today.
Right. And when Jazz says that, today isn't finished. Look at another example.
And there's one thing we haven't done today. Here's something to remind you of your trip to London.
Oh, the London Underground. We haven't been on the London Underground today.
There's one thing we haven't done today, and we haven't been on the London Underground. Both Stephen and Jazz were talking about today. We use the present perfect to talk about times that aren't finished, like today and this week. I've been to the cinema 3 times this week. Or this year. She's visited 4 different countries this year. If we're talking about a time that isn't finished, we can use the present perfect. But only if the time isn't finished. Watch this bit again.
Do you know how many different types of transport we have been on today?
Well, we arrived on a plane, then took a train, then a taxi, and now we're on a boat on the River Thames.
So Jazz said, you know how many different types of transport we've been on today? But what did Stephen say?
We arrived on a plane. We took a train.
Right. Stephen used the past tense because he's not talking about things they've done so far. He's talking about finished things. They arrived, they took a train. Those things are finished.
It sounds a bit complicated.
It is a bit complicated. Lots of students find the present perfect very difficult. Remember that we can use the present perfect if we're talking about up to now. Things like this week, or this year, or today. But not for something that's finished. So, I've been to the cinema 3 times this week, but I went to the cinema 3 times last week. Or she's visited 4 countries this year, but she visited 4 countries last year.
Right, I think I've got it.
It's tricky, but listen out for it and you'll start to recognise how people use it. Have I got time to mention one more thing I liked?
Very quickly.
OK, let's watch Jazz.
What do you want to do? Should we get a takeaway or eat in?
Sorry, a takeaway or eating? What do you mean?
Eat in when we eat in the restaurant, or take away when we take the food home with us?
Now, Jazz didn't understand what you asked him, a takeaway or an eat-in, so he repeated what you said as a question. A takeaway or an eat-in? What do you mean? It's a very useful way to ask people for help if you don't understand. Repeat a bit of what they said.
Repeat what they said.
Exactly.